Hey everybody, Scorpion here. So I kind of feel like I should make this video due to the recent events and things that have been happening. Um, so y'all stick around. I'll show you what I'm talking about, or maybe even tell you what I'm talking about. Who knows? Um, but yeah, I'll be right back with you. All right, so there's a lot of people around that push, buy metals, buy stock, buy Bitcoin. Um, to each their own. Um, where you choose to put your money is up to you. Me personally, in years past, having a little cash sitting in a safe in the house, maybe $1,000 or something for emergency, or kids need lunch money all of a sudden, or something. Always good to have something around. Um, Now, I've been on a journey for about 3 years now. I'm not going to pull all this stuff out because we don't have time for all that. But, recently banks have folded here in the past week. I've been hearing something about bailout money from the government, which isn't going to do anything but increase inflation even more and cause more problems. Um, CDBCs and cryptos and stocks, and me personally, I always preach diversify your funds. If stocks crashes, crypto might be good. If crypto and stocks crash, you may want to be holding metals. You want some cash, you want a little bit in each department. Is my opinion the way to go. And if you don't know anything about stocks and cryptos and stuff like that, I don't either. I mean, part of my retirement is in stocks. That's part of what my business gives us that I work for, to help subsidize you, when you retire. And it hadn't done that great. It's done a little bit, but what was it, 2008 they crashed, and it never made it all the way back before it's crashing now again on top of that. So who knows if anything will be there. But that's my point. Anything could happen that you lose one or maybe even two of your plans for your future. So you have to diversify your funds. Hold some in the bank, hold some in metal, hold some in crypto, hold some in stocks. So if one's doing better than the other and you need money, you pull from the one that's doing good. Then later, that one may not be doing good, and you can pull from a different one that's doing good. Therefore, your money and your funds, or your CDBCs that they say we're probably going to, whatever, whatever. At this point, whatever. We'll make it work. But I don't want to have all my money in cash sitting in the bank, and the banks fold, or the government says, hey, I'm taking it, because we need to pay off debt. Or we know government can do whatever they want. There's no stopping them. I can't stop them. There's nothing I can do about it. So I try to prepare. So if things turn upside down and everybody's bank accounts get locked, what happens? They're like, well, where's your money? Well, here's mine. That's what I'll stack these for. This is not full yet. I'm still working on it. But when it becomes full, I'm going to store it away somewhere. That gives me a emergency fund that's not tied up in all the other stuff that is affected by everybody else. Now, we know, the metals are manipulated and all that stuff. But I mean, this isn't my only metal. I've got a little bit of gold. I've got a little bit of platinum. Um, I've got some palladium in catalytic converters that I have not got out yet. And no, I did not cut those off somebody's vehicle. Would never do something like that. They were given to me by a gentleman. Actually, two different guys gave me some. Um, I've got stocks. I've got really don't have much for cash. Not even in the bank. I just don't. I don't have a lot of faith in our paper currency now. Not the way things that have been going. Um, I've got a bunch of copper. I've got a bunch of aluminum. I've got a bunch of all kinds of stuff. So I mean, never count anything out. Stack what you can as you can. If you can't afford silver, buy copper. Um, or maybe even scrap it. That's how I get my copper, aluminum, and stuff like that. Personally, I think the price of copper is going to keep going up. So what I've been scrapping, I'm still holding. Um, yeah, and I mean, I'm not a financial advisor by no means, but just think outside the box. Don't be stuck in the box. Don't be stuck in the box. Um, because if that box disappears, well, where are you at then? You know. Um, I don't keep my stuff where people can get it either. I keep it spread out in multiple places, um, multiple safes, multiple houses, multiple buildings. I mean, you know, I don't leave stuff where somebody can come take everything I have. It's not going to happen. Um, the world's getting crazy, so if somehow somebody took one portion, I've got three or four others. I'm still covered. So, I mean, that's just me, and I mean, there's no way anybody's gonna get that information from me. Very few people have any idea what I have and where I have it at. Um, you gotta pick those people that you know you can trust as well. But anyway, I just wanted to put this out there for y'all because things have been getting crazy. I don't want to see anybody lose everything they have. Or you can be like me, you don't really have anything. So, yeah, whatever. But, diversify your portfolio. Um, Plan it out as like retirement. You're always trying to retire. You're trying to reach that goal. And you never want everything in one thing. Because if you do, that one thing might fall. Like I said, part of my retirement is in stocks, and stocks have not been doing good. Um, so when I retires, there's not going to be much there. I mean, 20, 30,000 maybe. That's it. I mean, to some people, that's a lot of money. Um, to me, it's really not. I mean, is 30,000 going to get me through a year? Nah, nah, it won't. Won't even get me through half a year. Um, I got 6 kids. I've got mom. I've got a wife. I've got a couple friends that come in and out from time to time when they need a place. It's not gonna be there. That's not enough. So I got into the game late in crypto, and honestly, what I do in crypto, I go in and buy some little token or something that's worth like 0.00000012 of a cent, and I'll buy up like 200,000 or 500,000 of them for like 20, 30 bucks. If it crashes, what did I lose? I mean, I can spend 20, 30 bucks going out to eat one night. So, I mean, I didn't lose nothing. Um, but if it ever hits a penny, you know, what if it hits 2 pennies? Wow. So I buy, that's my style. I like the cheap stuff. Now I do buy some of the more expensive, more inline stuff. Um, like I don't have the big crypto. I don't have any of it. It just, to me, it seems volatile. It might go back to where it used to be, because some say it's the people's money and the government doesn't have control over it. But again, we go back to the beginning, and the government can do what they want. So, uh, you know, I'm not saying not don't buy it, um, but I'm not saying buy it either. I mean, I'm not telling you to buy any of this. Don't even buy my story. You know, I'm just trying to put information out there for y'all to think outside the box and to try to. I think the old saying is don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what my grandma used to tell me. So I've tried to live by that, and I finally, in the last year or so, gotten into a spot financially where I could start putting eggs in different baskets, even though I'm on up in age. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. The earlier you start, the better. But I had to start when I could because I had kids early in life and couldn't buy a house till a few years ago. I had to rent, and credit got messed up, and it's just a bunch of stuff. But anyway, I'm getting there. I'm figuring stuff out. It took me a while. Takes most of us a while. But I'm getting diversified. I'm getting different things. I'm starting to learn new things. Play with this, play with that. A couple dollars here or there. If you lose it, who cares? If you double it, hey, great. So just me thinking out loud, wanting to share that with y'all. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take anything I say seriously, because it very well, what comes out of my mouth might be wrong. But do think outside the box. Make sure you're safe. Make sure you and your family are safe. Make sure you've got what you need to survive or to live on if something catastrophic happens. A hurricane can come through and double the prices of metal for like 6 months, and all of a sudden you can't buy this supply or that supply because it was made down there and all that was washed out. And keep some extra stuff on hand. I guess it kind of falls into the prepping guys. Keep you some medical supplies, keep you some first aid kits, keep you some extra food, keep you whatever you might need, at least enough for a week, at least. Because in that week you may be able to figure out that it's going to last longer, and you've got supplies to get you that far. You just have to figure out a plan to get some more. I try to keep a month of extra food. I would like to build that up some more. But the laws and stuff change, so what you can buy now, you may not be able to buy later. So if it's available now, get it now, so you don't get stopped later when you're like, oh man, I really wish I could have got that. And I'm just talking like, freedom seeds. Maybe you can't buy more than one box of freedom seeds at a time. Where right now you can buy 500 or 600 boxes at a time if you wanted. Just little things. So always keep that stuff in mind and ponder it. Let it roll around in your head. But definitely think outside the box. Don't be stuck on just your life and what's in front of you. You need to be focused, that wide scope, everything going on around you, what's changing, what may be changing soon, what could happen, all that stuff. We know the news reports what they want. So I don't say get your information from there, but sometimes they can kind of start you, excuse me, y'all, start you in the right direction. So anyway, I mean, if I can help you with anything, if you have any questions, shoot me an email. It's on my about page. I'll be glad to try to help you out a little bit. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. I really, I've learned a lot in the last few years, and things just aren't quite like they used to be. So, and it looks like they're probably going to get worse. But I hope everybody's doing good, and I guess we'll see y'all next time.